Hello everyone. I am recording this video because I have realized a few things that I want to talk about. And I'm doing it on my phone because I just want something different. I want to be able to walk around and think and talk, and there's nothing wrong with this format of video. I don't have to use my high quality camera. It sits perfectly still. I would like to be able to move around, and I feel like it's actually easier to listen to a long talking form of video like this when there's some movement going on. So the other thing I want to mention right off the bat is I'm sorry if you can hear the upstairs child yelling, screaming, crying, any of the above, as I walk around and talk to you. Here's a little kitty. Okay, let's get into it. I have realized that I have been keeping myself stuck in the exact place that I don't want to be. And it's just so strange that we do this to ourselves. And we are so afraid and feel so much pressure to get out of a certain situation or move towards a certain outcome. And the stress and the pressure that we put on ourselves to create that outcome actually works against us and keeps us stuck in the place that we don't want to be. So in my scenario, where I don't want to be is in a place of financial stress, and I don't want to be in this apartment anymore. I don't want to be in the city anymore. I don't want to live, I like my job, and even when we move, I'm going to be getting, a different job. I'll be working at a new place, but I'll be doing the same work. So there's nothing really wrong with my job. It's my own life that I am struggling to change and create. So what I'm trying to say is it's time to let go. It's time to let go. Let go of everything. Let go of your beliefs around money. Let go of your beliefs around how you should act, what you should do in order to achieve the things you want to achieve. Let go of expecting yourself or others to do things a certain way. Let go of expecting a certain thing to happen in order to get a specific outcome. Let go of thinking that you, I'm even struggling with general goals. I feel like I need to literally let go of everything. And I think that is potentially the greatest gift and the greatest lesson for all of us on this planet right now, is to really learn to let go and to trust everything that we have been learning about ourselves, about this world for the last few years. And it's really hard to do that because your mind and your nervous system and your habitual processes want to keep you in the same place that you have been, because it's grown to understand how to function in those places, if that makes sense. And it's very uncomfortable and scary to think about operating in an entirely new way, which is what we're being called to do. And if you are aware of this, you know that there is some major fucking thing that is changing right now in us as people, in the outer world. There's a major shift happening, and we're going to see a lot of things change in the next year, in the next 5 years. It's not going to look the same at all. And us letting go on a personal level, letting go of our personal beliefs, letting go of our personal expectations, letting go of what we thought we wanted for our lives, is step one in this global transformation, because we need to be ready to receive what new things are coming, and we can't open ourselves to receiving new ways of being if we don't let go of all the ways that we have been living and relating in the past. So this is just me talking to you, telling you that it's time to let go. You know that you are held in the divine love of the universe. You know who you are. And even though your mind might forget, even though your ego might fearfully try to convince you to do and say and act in a way that it thinks will keep you safe, you know in your deepest, highest part of you what is true. You know who you are. You know that you are exactly where you need to be. You know that you don't need to do anything in order to gain anything because you already have it. You already have it. You don't need to do anything to gain it because it's already yours. You just have to open to it. You just have to open to receive it. And that is what's happening in the world right now. You don't have to do anything to gain more knowledge. You don't have to do anything to gain more money. You don't have to do anything to make your external world what your mind thinks it should be. You need to stop doing. You need to let go and open yourself to receive what is already there for you. And open yourself to actually trust yourself that you, not your mind, not your ego, not your fearful decisions and actions, but your true decisions and actions, your true self. You need to trust that your true self knows exactly how to make the right steps in order to move you forward and move you towards what you really want. So you need to trust that. You need to trust that and stop thinking about all the steps you need to take in order to get to a perceived reality in your mind that obviously doesn't fucking exist. Like, you can't imagine what your future will be. Even if you think you know what you want, you can't imagine it. And even if you could imagine it and you're pretty close in what it might look like or feel like, the steps that it will take to get you there are not going to be what you think they will be. So if you continuously keep thinking, I need to do this in order to get this, you're going to fucking fail. And you're going to stress yourself out. And that is, like, the old world did kind of function in that way, especially like our parents and our grandparents. Like, they didn't have a choice. Like, you basically picked your career. You chose your life when you were 16 years old, and then you just lived that life. And now we can choose so many different lives in an instant. Like, I have lived 10 different lives in the last 10 years. I have moved, I have changed so much, so often. Like, I can live any life I want. And our parents and our grandparents and the entire world before us didn't have the opportunity that we have. So our minds and our nervous system and our bodies and everything about the way that our physical selves function in the world is based off of this old system, because it's part of our DNA, it's part of our psychological programming from our parents being raised by their parents who raised us. So it's part of our psychological makeup, it's part of our physiology, this old world way of being. And it is our job to let go of that, to let that die, because it's not going to be functionable in the new world. It's not going to work. And we need to wake up to the new way of flowing through life and allowing our bodies to speak and allowing our intuition to guide us and allowing the feminine to return to the earth and guide us to this new future. And that involves letting go of all the masculine programs and patterns that have been running in our mind and in the world, because when we start to let go of that in ourselves and trust and lean into the more feminine, trusting aspects of ourselves, trusting in ourselves and trusting not in our mind, not trusting in our ability to do things, but trusting in our hearts, trusting in who we are, and trusting in the forces that are unseen that we know are on our side. And the more we can do that, the more the world will slowly start to reflect that, and we will walk into a completely new place. So not only have I realized that I need to let go because everything I'm holding on to is keeping me stuck in this place that I hate, but this is not just my message for me. This is our message. It's the same. You and I are going through the same thing, even though our story and our external circumstances look very different. What is happening inside of us is the same, and I need to let go. You need to let go. We all need to let go and let it flow. So here's to that, and can't wait to continue this journey with you. I'll see you in the next video.